Okay, so hi guys. As you can probably tell, I don't really have much of a voice. I'm actually sick, and if you can tell, I'm not. I thought about doing this video, and then as I was thinking about it, I happened to take off my makeup. So yeah, just happened to be barefaced. So I'm gonna do my November favorites. Like it'll be like all the skincare and everything. It will include all the stuff that I've been using for my sick routine. So sick as in I'm not feeling well, not as in it's awesome. So one of the first things that happen when I'm sick, especially to my skin, is it gets very dry. Like it just stops with the sebum oil. As you can see, I'm not very coherent right now, but my skin doesn't get as oily as it does usually. So I've been using actually quite a lot of this one, which is the Nivea soft cream. I use this to mix with this product, which is the Tarte, what do you call it? The Tarte Maracuja oil. Basically, I have the big bottle because I happened to start using it a while ago, and my mom actually tried it before and she didn't like how it looked on her, so I took it and she didn't mind, so I'm using it. What I do is I mix it with this one so that it's not so overly moisturizing, and yeah, I find that it doesn't break me out that much. But then I also treat myself with breakouts with like my tea tree oil. This is an empty bottle. I'm not sure whether you can tell, but this is an empty bottle. I actually have a second bottle that I'm using. I also finished this little thing. It's the Clinique All About Eyes eye cream, which reduces circles and puff, and as you can see, it's not so bad as it used to be, but it could have been worse. After that one finished, I used this, which is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. I've actually used the Hydrating Eye Cream before, and I really liked it. I used a really tiny bottle size. It's about the size of like this, like a eyeliner pot. And yeah, I really liked it. It was like my under eye didn't, even before that my under eye wasn't that bad, but after that I could feel that it was much softer, even though I'm actually not that old. I don't really need eye cream, but because of my under eye circles I tend to treat it quite a lot. So yeah. Other stuff. Skincare wise, not so much. I stuck to a lot of moisturizing, but then usually I use a lot of moisturizer. I've also been using this, which is the Body Shop Vitamin Glow Boosting Moisturizer. Initially because it's quite an expensive product over here in Singapore, so I would use it in a very tiny amount, and I would find that it actually didn't give me as much of the result as I did, so I used more and more and more. Then I started getting the results, but then I got sick and then it just became a waste. So I usually, when I'm sick, I would dial down on the amount that I use this, because it's a vitamin C. I use it to make myself look glowier, because after I've dealt with all of my pimples and all of my other issues, I can finally look into like getting my skin a bit brighter, a bit lighter. So this month's products, okay, I have to say, I actually promised myself that I'm not gonna buy makeup this month, but I did, and quite a few of what I've bought are actually my favorites currently. So one of the first things that I bought is, actually I bought this last month, but I've been using it up to this month. So this is the Essence Eyebrow Gel. It's in their only shade, which is number 1 brown. It's in this color. Is this nice, I would say medium to dark taupe shade, because I have an eyeshadow that is similar, like not this brown, it's more greyish, it's a true taupe, and it's around the same tone. And this is for my eyebrows, and I initially thought this was a bit too light for me, but then when I used it, then I realized it's like this really, it gives my eyebrows a very natural definition without like making it look too harsh. You know, sometimes when you put any type of brow powders that you have and you find that it's too dark suddenly and you're like, oh crap, I have to do it again, or you brush it repeatedly and try to remove it, but then the product just kind of smears everywhere. This one doesn't. It just delivers the right amount of definition and colour without looking like you just drew on a Sharpie brow, which I really love. And also from the same brand, I also got this. This is much more recent. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. I bought this because I think I might have lost it, but I had the Etude brow, I can't remember the name, but the brow gel as well. I got it in the darker shade number 4, I think, because I can't remember, either 4 or 5, but I got that shade and I used it for my eyebrows, and even then that was quite a fair bit like that. It was like made my eyebrows almost a medium to dark brown, and I didn't mind because at that point I was under the sun a lot, and my hair was this half brown, half black shade, and it kind of matched a bit more than my super black eyebrows when I use just black pencil. So this one it says that it's a brownie brown, but to be perfectly honest, it looks more like jet black, closer to very dark grey to jet black to me, because it made my brows darker, like the hair's darker, but it didn't so much lengthen it, I feel. But it's a good gel. I just don't use it as much as this, because I feel that after I use this I don't really need much, and this just makes my brows even darker, which I wasn't in the mood for this month. And plus, since I'm sick, I tend to go with just this because it looks more natural and I don't feel as though I'm trying too hard to make myself look less sick. Okay, so another thing. Okay, I won't be jumping everywhere, no. This is just all makeup. So my mom got this, and I don't really know the shade, but on her it's a bit too dark, but on me it's okay. Like, because I don't wear powder so much, so I usually use this and dust over my face and it gives me a quite matte finish. It's like only the only powder foundation I have currently. I used to use True Match, but then I threw it out. So, and then another 2 things that my mom bought for me is these. These are the ZPalette. So this is the big one and this is the small one. I basically spent 2 hours depotting everything to go here, and here's the mini that I brought out. I mean, because I saw a lot of bloggers doing this, and also because I have way too many singles and like those like really small eyeshadows, and then I just felt like they were taking too much space, and if I put into these I could empty them up sort of, and it helped. So yeah, it really helped lots. Another thing that I also got is this. It's the Essence LongLasting Lipstick Nude in 05 Cool Nude. I actually bought this because I thought it would be a dupe for NYX Stockholm. Let me just see if I can find it. So I did buy this to be a dupe for this, which is NYX Soft Matte Cream in Stockholm. But as you can see, this is actually it's actually a different tone entirely. This is more like a pinky mauve. This is a beige brown nude. So yeah, but I found that this is actually darker than this because I tried this on my top lip and this one on my bottom lip, and there was a difference. But yeah, I still quite like it, and I wore it when I was sick because this one is surprising. Despite saying it's long lasting, it's actually quite moisturizing, so my lips didn't feel as dry when I'm putting it on. Okay, and yes, yeah, and I also got this. I actually thought I lost my beauty blender the other day, but actually it kind of fell under my desk at work, and because the carpet's dark, I couldn't tell it was there, and I found it. But I bought the set for the beauty blender set, which is the holiday one. It came with one of these in this color and one in the hot pink, and then one of these, and also the Mini Reactivate, Beauty Blender Reactivate. I have not used it before, but I wanted to try this, so I took it out also to use, and I really like it. Initially, a lot of people give a lot of hate to it because it's too small, and it's like, oh, why would the beauty blenders make this? But actually, honestly, I quite like it, because what it does is, because most of the time, because I don't need to conceal that much, and as my mom keeps telling me, I don't need to put that much concealer and foundation and everything. I just like doing that. But these are good for those days when I don't want to put that much makeup, because it helps me to do my under eye. Like, I put on corrector or I put on concealer and it helps me dab, and it also helps me set the under eye quite well. Because with the huge one, although it covers a lot of space, but sometimes the powder goes into my eye and then just like, it's like powder everywhere. But this one, because it's so concentrated, it just gets everything there. So yeah, that's one of the things I like. And then another thing that I also bought the same day I got that. Oh yeah, my mom also found this, which is so cute. She has the other heart, and yeah, she has my other heart. So cheesy. But yeah, so you open it up, then it has, as you can see, there are like little holes in it, so you can put your sponge inside and you can cover it. So although this side gets empty, dirty, you can throw it in or back and it won't get outside, it won't get dirty, and it won't dry as well, because there's like openings everywhere for the water to escape. Plus, I was like doing this really stupid thing where I use this thing which is completely like sealed in to hold my beauty blenders, and then they don't dry really well, and I keep getting worried that they will grow mold or something. But yeah, so the other thing that I bought is this, because as you all know, we have all these like eyelash colors, but these are huge compared to these, and this is so slim. And I bought these because I wanted to replace it so I can bring it out to work, and when I do makeup there, it just takes up less space. The problem is, because the other one's metal, if you've seen, I like to blow dry my eyelash curler, the metal ones, under the hand dryer, so that it will help my eyelash hold the curl better. This one can't because it's plastic, and I'm worried if I do try to blast it with heat or anything, it will just melt or like become uneven. So now I have to just do it like this. I initially thought I was supposed to do like this, but then I was like couldn't. But it turns out it should be held like this, so it's pretty cool, and I really like it. I also bought another thing, which is it's the Urban Decay Perversion set, which is the mascara and the eyeliner. I think probably my mom's gonna keep that for my holiday Christmas present, because I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna get for Christmas, and most of the things that I might want is over $50, so yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot one last thing. Shoot, where is it? Okay. One last thing. I've really been liking this, which is the Banila and Co. It Radiant CC Cushion with SPF 35 and PA++. Don't mind me, I'm reading the back. It's BE20. It's the darker shade that they have. It's this light yellow color. It's like this, although it looks quite peach. Oh, it looks yellow. Okay, to me it looks quite peachy in real life. So I really like this because it's very light. You also have to be careful when you're applying this, especially if your face tends to heat up very quickly. Because if you heat up and then you sweat, right, this will actually melt on your face if you don't adhere it properly. I've ever worn this and then immediately went out, didn't wait for it to set, didn't wait to cool down, and I went to school, and then there were like CC cream streak marks down my face, and people asked me, are you raining makeup? So yeah, that's the one thing. It's also a very limited shade range, which sucks like crazy. But because if you can, I'm not sure whether you can tell, but my neck and my face, I'm pointing in the wrong place. My neck and my face are two different colors, so sometimes I can go with this as long as I cover the rest of my body up. Because the rest of my body is quite dark. Then people cannot tell that there's a difference. But yeah, this one is probably akin to MAC's NC30 about, because I only have that one shade of concealer, so that's the only comparison I can make. But it's pretty close, so yeah. So that's it. One last thing I wanted to talk about is this little boo-boo that I made. This is the e.l.f. cream eyeliner in black. As you can tell, it's black. Because it's dried out, and I was very upset because this is one of those eyeliners that you can put on a very hot day and it will not smudge. I've actually tried it on other people before and it did not smudge for anything. And I actually recommended it to them and they actually quite liked it. What I did was, I saw that for cream eyeliner, some people say you put moisturizer, some people say you put eye drops, sometimes some people say you put oil. I decided to try using oil, so I used this, which is just now I showed you the pure Maracuja oil. It got too creamy, like to the point where I will put it on and if I blink, it will just transfer into my inner lashes because most of my eyeliner I will do in my inner lash, like up here. You can see up here. So yeah, it really sucked. But then I found that suddenly it dried a little bit more so that it's more like it just sticks there rather than going everywhere. So I'm quite happy with it now. I'm going to try and continue using it and see how it goes. Hi guys, by the way, I forgot to talk about one last thing. So there is another thing. It's a tool, I suppose. It's from the H&M. Basically, it's a two-ended brush, as you can tell. One side is this flat top thing. I actually initially bought this because I saw Jaclyn Hill using it in one of her tutorials for her under eye to smudge things out, and I just got curious and I happened to see this so at H&M. I think this was like $12.90. It's a bit expensive for a brush because most of the brushes I own, like the ones I bought myself, are like $5 to about $9-10. So this is a bit more pricey than what I usually keep, but I think honestly this is very worth it. First of all, you get this. It's not the most, like, I'm not sure whether you can see, but it's not the thinnest eyeliner, but it's like it's stiff enough. I'm not sure whether you can tell, but it's stiff enough that it will not bend that easily. Like, I think this will be the best. You can see it sticks quite firmly, so it will hold its shape while you do your, whether it's your tight lining or your here or your here. Plus it's a flat line, so it's flat and it's broad. So when you want to do an eyeliner, you can just press. It's almost like using an angled liner, but this is flat. So you can just press and then you can flick up. And the other thing is this is perfect for blending. I have another Zoeva. It's the Zoeva Eye Finish 229 Eye Finish, and you can see it's a very different shape from this. Like this one is good for blending, but this one is good for going to the socket and really blending out. This is also very good for depositing very strong color on the outer corner or over the lash, over the whole lid. It's really very good, and I really enjoy using this. Although I find it hassle that when I have to wash it, to leave it flat, because if I leave it either way, the water will go into the ends and the glue will just come off. The other blending brush that I have, although this is not different, this is one of those that I bought myself. This is from Catrice, and it's also another dual-ended. I'm starting to quite like this, despite what I've said earlier. But so this is the pencil brush. It's good for blending out smoky eye. It's also called by the Catrice brand the Smokey brush because it has this end, and then it has this liner, this angled liner thing. It's actually quite nice, but I find that because it's so long, I'm not sure whether you can tell, but the brush starts here, whereas for this, the brush starts here. It's much short. There's a difference in the length, so I find that this one tends to splay a bit more. So for that, I don't really like it, but I like this one quite a lot because it's very stiff and hard. So yeah, that's hopefully the last thing that I want to tell y'all. So bye guys.